I mean, ever since Mike and I came in here in 2017, we just put our head down and just worked. Understanding that, we wanted to be the best, and we wanted to be here for a long time and turn this program around and bring the city a Super Bowl. And that's been the goal since we came here in 2017, and it's to kind of look back and. It'd be 7 years ago. It's kind of surreal, but we're enjoying the moment right now. Both going into year 11, and it was the first time I have heard that. I don't know if that's a stat really, but that whatever that is, I don't know what that is, but it's crazy. Just like I said, enjoying the moments with my teammates, with everybody around us, and we're excited about the opportunity on Monday.
With Terrel now in at middle linebacker, named the starter. What have you seen from him? Obviously, he missed the preseason, but Sean very confident in his ability to step in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just a guy who's came in and took control of the defense. A young guy with a lot of speed, go sideline to sideline, a lot of power he can hit, and he's very smart and instinctive. And so, I can see why coaches gave him the green dot and the green light to be the starter. And I'm excited for him. I'm excited to play alongside him, and I know he's going to help us make plays and win football games.
Sean mentioned how Mike was dealing with a little bit of a back injury. Just any doubt in your mind, just from talking to him that
he's, it's Micah Hyde. He'll figure it out. I was telling him, his body knows what to do, so he'll be all right.
You played Rodgers last year. Just kind of what do you think about going up against a quarterback who has seen everything?
Yeah, obviously Hall of Famer. Guy, like you said, who's seen everything. So it's going to be, one of those legendary games. There's going to be a lot of chess match out there. And we're going to have to play extremely well to win. Try our best to, we're going to have to tackle out in space. Try our best to give them different looks. And, when the opportunity presents itself, we got to be able to make the plays. And, it's going to be a great atmosphere. Monday Night Football opener, in New York City on 9/11. This is as big-time football as you can get right here. So we're preparing well. Had a good practice today. Like I said, we're really excited about the opportunity to go against one of the best.
I don't know if you saw the video. They had a joint practice with the Bucs, and the Bucs linebacker was creeping up. And you're not going to get the back of the head.
Yeah. That's how smart he is. It's not just safeties. Quarterbacks are looking at it anymore. They're looking at the tells from the nickels, the corners. Every position. And a guy like Aaron Rodgers, he sees those tells, and that was a great example of him. Really manipulating the defense and telling the defender what he's doing. So, it's like I said, it's gonna be a little chess match out there, and we're excited to play.
There's not a ton of changes in this defense. We mentioned Terrel. Christian Benford started last year. But Sean, now in that DC role, does it feel like to you, as somebody that's been a part of this defense for years, any different going into the season?
I wouldn't say it feels any different. We've worked extremely hard since OTAs. Even in training camp, probably one of the tougher training camps that we've in this regime that we've been a part of. And I think we're molded and calloused from everything, all the obstacles that we've had to overcome over the last couple of years. And just coming into this season, it's a new season, and we got a good football team. The Jets got a good football team, and it's going to be one of those games that people talk about for a long time. And we're excited about the opportunity to go out there and show what we've been working with.
Jordan, I thought I heard you ask Micah just a second ago. I would ask you just in general. I know he's dealing with a back issue or whatever, but the concept of having him back, what does his experience, let alone his athleticism, bring to any game, let alone a matchup like this opening night, in the spotlight against Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, obviously his play speaks for itself, and his athleticism speaks for itself, but his knowledge of the game, his understanding of how the offense is trying to attack the defense, and, vice versa. And he's somebody that, when he's out there, I feel a lot more comfortable, just understanding, we get a call, I know he knows where I'm supposed to be and vice versa. I know where he's supposed to be, and there's not much said. And if there is something said, it's, just giving each other kind of little tips on, hey, if they do this, we got to get to that. It's just speaking the same language. We've been playing together for so long. You know, it's like half the time we already know what each other's going to be saying, or we're saying the same thing at the same time, you know. And so, you know, he's just somebody who understands the game really well. Somebody who I've obviously enjoyed playing alongside the last 6 years going into 7, and somebody who helps this team win a lot of football games.
Might there be new wrinkles, even though a lot of you guys are coming back, with Sean taking over the play calling? Might there be some new wrinkles without having a talent, you know, that teams are going to have to look out for?
I mean, there could be. You have to see him Monday night.
Even though it's a new quarterback, new OC in New York, they've been around for so long. Is there such a thing as too much tape? Do you go back and watch a bunch of Green Bay? Do you watch Denver from when Hackett was there? Do you watch the skill position players again from New York last year? Is that such a thing?
Yeah, I mean, it could be. You know, first games are always weird like that, no matter really who you're playing. You know, especially, you know, opening night, you know, there's going to be a lot of stuff that we probably haven't seen. So really relying on our technique and fundamentals and just playing team defense and being able to read your keys and react and make plays and when the opportunity present themselves. And so that's as much as part of the game as the X's and O's on the whiteboard, just being able to be instinctive and go play football. So we know they're going to come out there with something we probably haven't seen, and we just got to go out there and execute what we have called, and then we'll make the adjustments as the game goes on.
You and Mike and Trey pick up right where you left off, even though you weren't together at all last year, or is it going to take a little time to kind of get back in that same groove you had before we missed last year?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's all about how your perspective on, you know, where we ended, or, you know, whatever. All we worry about is just continuing to just try to get better. You know, we're not putting a bar on where we could get to or where we're at. You know, it's just constantly just talking ball, continuing to get better, continuing to find ways to just get to the ball that much quicker. And you know, whether that's, you know, hey, Tre'Davious, say alert push right here, you know, it's just always that continuous communication with the guys. And sometimes, you know, you don't want to take it for granted. You know, we've been playing together for a long time. Sometimes you would think like, oh, he just knows that, you know, you don't got to tell him that. Nah, like, you know, we have such a, you know, we're such a close group of guys on the back end that, you know, we all are able to talk and tell each other things and alert each other to things without things getting messy. So it's a good, fun group to be a part of, and we just want to continue to evolve and continue to get better.
Like, not taking it for granted, do you at all, like, being back with this group, with Micah, with Trey, having everyone back out there, Matt, like, do you take a moment, like, Monday night to be like, oh, we're starting this again, this journey? Like, do you take it in at all?
I'm sure I will when I step out on my field for the first time. You know, maybe a TV timeout, you know, and, you know, it's such a blessing to be able to be here, talking to you guys, you know, going into year 11, being able to play with the guys that I've been playing with, have the opportunity to go play on Monday Night Football against one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game. You know, what a great opportunity. This is what I do. This is what I love to do. And we're all excited for Monday night.
I know you see DeMar on the field all the time, and you've seen his recovery, but is there still a significance knowing that, you know, he is back on this team as he steps on the field on a Monday night after he collapsed on a Monday night?
What was the question?
To it? Does it register?
Yeah, I mean, every time he steps out on the field, I think it gives you a little bit of motivation and inspiration. You know, everybody saw what happened last season, and so, you know, every time I see him put his helmet on and he goes out there between the lines, I know it gives me a little bit of juice and inspiration to go out there and just play football. You know, this is a game. You know, I mean, look at the big picture. It's a kid's game that we get to go out there and run around and chase the ball, and you know, the team with the most points at the end wins. And so you see a guy like D-Ham go out there after a near-death experience and be able to put the helmet and shoulder pads on again and play the way he's been playing. It's very inspirational.